Hi, my name is Miriam Stewart, and today I'm going to be doing my speech on the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is an area located between Miami, the Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. It is also called the Devil's Triangle or Hurricane Alley. There are a lot of mysterious phenomena that happen, including strange events, disappearances, and many theories, and we're going to talk about all these a little bit. So, Christopher Columbus had a fair share of experiences in the Bermuda Triangle. He passed through the Bermuda Triangle and had a few different events, and he was actually somebody who survived going through the Bermuda Triangle. The first thing that Christopher Columbus noticed was called a Great Flame of Fire, and basically he just saw a big ball of fire crash into the Bermuda Triangle. There has really been no explanation of this. It could have been a numerous number of things, but it was something that he saw. Now, the next thing that he saw was a lot of strange lights happening. Now, this isn't one that people usually look into too much because it's pretty natural, but Christopher Columbus thought that it might have been natives lighting fires or having torches or something that he was seeing, or bioluminescence from the ocean from different types of shrimp or something that were shining through that he was seeing. Now, there are a lot of disappearances that happen in the Bermuda Triangle, over 1,000, and this includes planes and ships. One weird thing about these disappearances is that some of the ships return, but the crew is all gone. Now, the two that we're going to talk about are the USS Cyclops and the Marine Sulphur Queen. The USS Cyclops was one of the Navy's biggest fuel ships. Now, it was traveling from Brazil to Baltimore, and it had 309 crew members aboard. When it entered the Bermuda Triangle, it never left. The ship and the crew members, none have ever been found. This is the largest loss of life in the history of the U.S. Navy in a single incident. The Marine Sulphur Queen was originally a T-2 tanker built by the U.S. during World War II to carry oil. However, in 1960, this ship was converted into a carrier of molten sulfur. For this, they had to modify the ship's internal structure, and many people believe that that caused a lot of problems. This ship was traveling from Texas, and it was last heard on February 4th from a routine radio message from the ship. There was nothing unusual in the message. However, when all efforts to communicate with the ship failed, a massive search operation was launched. After 19 days of combing the sea, the rescue team found only some debris and life preservatives. There was no trace of the ship or its crewmen. The ship had simply disappeared somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle near South Florida. The U.S. Coast Guard launched an investigation into this mystery. A lot of people think that the weather was just bad, and since the ship's internal structure was compromised by all the molten sulfur, that this is the reason that it disappeared. But nobody really knows for sure. There are a lot of theories as to why the Bermuda Triangle has all these strange things. One thing is that there's gas trapped under the seafloor, and when it's released, this causes volcanoes and it can affect ships and cause them to sink. Another interesting one is that there are extraterrestrials, like aliens, who come and basically take all the crew, and that's why ships will return, but the crew won't. Another is that these ships are going through time portals and traveling in time, and that's why they disappear completely and can't be found. Now, there's also the theory that geomagnetic anomaly is happening, and this is causing ships' compasses to get messed up, and they're giving them false readings, and that's why ships get lost in the Bermuda Triangle. So, in conclusion, the Bermuda Triangle is a very mysterious place where nobody truly knows what goes on. this has had the world puzzled for so long, and nobody really has any hard, concrete facts as to why all these disappearances happened and all these strange occurrences, just a bunch of theories. Nobody really knows what is true, but a lot of people think they do.